Good evening, Norfolk Public Schools families and students. Welcome to our virtual specialty program showcase. This evening, our schools have the pleasure of sharing with you the unique opportunities they provide to our middle and high school students in our city. For our students who will be beginning their middle school journeys in 2021, we offer a variety of programs to engage them in exploring their options for their further education and eventual careers. In our variety of middle school programs, students can explore the curriculum through inquiry-based learning in our IB Middle Years program, delve into STEM fields, including medicine and engineering in 2 of our programs, approach learning from an international perspective in our Academy of International Studies, or enter into a highly rigorous program of studies for our most advanced learners in our Young Scholars program. Please stay tuned to learn more about each of our programs tonight. The application and further information about each program will be available on November 6th on our website. On the top menu bar, click For Parents and then Specialty Programs. I hope you enjoy learning about each of our programs this evening.
Hi, I'm Dr. Doyle, the proud principal of Blair Middle School, and I'm here to tell you why your child should enroll in the Pre-Med Health and Engineering program. The Pre-Med Health and Engineering program is designed for middle school students that have an interest in pursuing a career in the medical, health, and/or engineering fields. This program will provide students with a challenging and rigorous course of study in the areas of science, robotics, literature, English, math, and foreign language. The Pre-Med Health and Engineering students will be provided with unique learning opportunities through hands-on learning experiences, field trips, and monthly guest speakers. Our rigorous curriculum has advanced classes in science, social studies, math, and English, and the opportunity to get high school credits. The specialty program, designed for 6th graders with a passion for a future in the medical, healthcare, and engineering fields, is the only program of its kind for middle schools in Norfolk Public Schools. As I mentioned, we have unique learning experiences. We have field trips. We have guest speakers. We have hands-on learning experiences. Our supportive teachers have taken our kids to college tours to University of Virginia, JMU, William & Mary, and George Mason. We participate in an EVMS simulation lab where students had AED and CPR training, surgery tool skills training, and doctor role-playing. We participated in the underwater robotics competition. We recycled paper for the Elizabeth River Resilience Project. And we participated in a Clean the Bay Day in Ocean View. We also went to the ODU for their planetarium. We had guest speakers, NPS athletic trainers, in partnership with orthopedic specialists. Hamilton Perkins, an environmentalist and local small business owners, showed his business in recycled materials to make items such as purses and book bags. And we had folks from Embody, medical devices engineers for doctors and scientists, come to our students in order to discuss the opportunities that they have because they're enrolled in the Pre-Med Health and Engineering program. As I said, it's a great time to be a Clipper. With this opportunity, you have an opportunity to build relationships with our teachers. We have an opportunity for high school credits and learning opportunities, and here are just some of the opportunities that you have. One of the features new to the Blair Middle School program is that we single-blocked all of the classes for our students this year, and it's a great opportunity because what this did is it provided our students a class in journalism and creative writing, future problem-solving class, and a specific class for CTE for our students. And finally, I want you to hear from our students. Our entire community of learners continues to not only invest in our children, but on parents and our community as well. Our focus last year was on relationships and literacy. Our focus expanded this year to include our families as well. Our commitment is that Blair Middle School will provide opportunities for family engagement and school-wide literacy through the use of instructional technology in preparation for a global society. If you have any concerns, questions, please reach out to me. I'd love to speak with you and have the opportunity to tell you why you should choose Blair Middle School and why your child should enter to be a Clipper for the next 3 years, because right now, this is a unique program that we offer to students in Norfolk Public Schools. Thank you.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Southside STEM Academy's Middle School Specialty Program Explanation. I am Lynthia Willie Clark, the principal, and today joining me will be my two assistant principals, Ms. Geraldine Dickey, who works with our middle school program, and Ms. Tanisha Urquhart, our elementary school assistant principal. Southside STEM Academy at Compostela offers a wonderful STEM program. Here at Southside STEM Academy at Compostela, we incorporate problem and project-based learning with a special emphasis on engineering. The purpose of this specialized program is to increase early student value and awareness in STEM areas of science, technology, pre-engineering, and mathematics while preparing our scholars with 21st century skills necessary to meet the future demands of a globally competitive workforce. And here to tell you a little bit more is Ms. Geraldine Dickey, our middle school assistant principal. Ms. Dickey?
Thank you, Ms. Willie Clark, for that beautiful introduction of our specialty program here at Southside STEM Academy. Now, we're going to focus on how STEM education is being refocused. Recently, there has been a shift in beliefs about the purpose of STEM education. Traditionally, a STEM education focused on creating a pipeline of students whose educational backgrounds prepare them for a STEM-specific workforce. Today, the focus is on developing STEM-literate citizens necessary for success in any 21st century profession. STEM literacy is the ability to identify and acknowledge science, technology, engineering, and mathematics concepts and processes in everyday life. STEM literacy comes from an understanding of the following components: a scientific approach to observe and interpret the world, technology to serve as a tool to solve problems or reach a goal, engineering to design, test, and solve a problem through the creation of products or processes, mathematics to help quantify, comprehend, and evaluate the problem and solution success. Today's economy requires people to be critical and creative thinkers, excellent communicators, collaborators, and community-minded citizens. That's what we pride ourselves on at Southside STEM Academy. Coming up next is Ms. Tanisha Urquhart, our elementary school assistant principal, who will be talking about the 4 C's of STEM.
What are the 4 C's of STEM, you may ask? Well, our scholars at Southside STEM Academy incorporate collaboration. With collaboration, our scholars can listen, share, and work with others. They can support others as a team to reach a common goal. They also incorporate communication. Communication means that they are able to share their ideas, ask thoughts, explain questions to better understand the ideas of others. They also infuse critical thinking. And with critical thinking, our scholars ask questions, they analyze situations, solve problems, and make connections in their learning across all subject areas. And finally, creativity. And with creativity, I can combine unique ideas in a variety of innovative ways to get things done or to make something new. Now, I'm going to turn it back over to Ms. Geraldine Dickey, our middle school assistant principal, who will share more information with you regarding the academic offerings at Southside STEM Academy.
Here at Southside STEM Academy, our scholars have a variety of courses to select from. They include Art 1, Spanish 1, Algebra 1, World Geography, Environmental Science, and Technology Foundations. All of those courses are high school credit-bearing courses. If our scholars stay on track, which we know they will, they have the opportunity to earn 5 high school credits before entering high school. How awesome is that? In addition, we offer future problem solvers, and our team last year for the 2019-2020 school year scored 2nd in the state of Virginia. Go Cardinals! Additionally, we offer career technical education courses and computer science courses. We also like our scholars to participate in extracurricular activities. What we offer at Southside STEM includes the Train Academy, which is a mentoring club for our young males, the Girls Club, which is a mentoring club for our young females, Chrome Club, STEM Sports, which infuses STEM components and sports, Student Government Association, Intramural Sports, STEM Expo, Cardinal Gentlemen's Club, another mentoring program, Cardinal Remediation Program, Robotics, and National Juniors Honor Society. We pride ourselves at Southside STEM Academy to offer a wide range of activities to keep our scholars engaged. Next is Ms. Urquhart. She will be discussing middle school sports.
In addition to the cardinal activities just shared by Ms. Dickey, our students are able to incorporate the 4 C's of STEM from the classroom to the field as they are partners with the middle school sports team at Ruffner Academy. For fall sports, our students participate in football, softball, and volleyball. Once the fall sports are complete, we continue on to those winter sports where we have wrestling, basketball, soccer, cheerleading, forensics, and debate. For our spring sports to close out the year, where our students are able to participate in field hockey, baseball, tennis, and track. So come on over to Southside STEM Academy to the winning team, as our students were part of the 2018 and 19 City Championship for football. So I'm turning it back over to Ms. Willie Clark, who will share our final thoughts about all of the great things we offer at Southside STEM Academy.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard a great deal about the course offerings, the 4 C's, and everything about Southside STEM Academy. We want you to select Southside STEM Academy at Compostela, where our scholars are soaring to new heights. I am Principal Willie Clark, and I look forward to working with you, and you. Have a great one.
Hello, Norfolk families. I am Dr. Dory Banks, the very proud principal of the Academy at Rosemont, home of the ambassadors and young scholars. There we have 2 great programs under one roof. Today I will talk about the International Studies program, and later you will hear about the Young Scholars program. The International Studies program is a specialty program whose focus is on preparing global citizens and future world leaders. What's special about the International Studies program? Well, it's student-centered. The curriculum is interdisciplinary with a focus on world languages, world cultures, and leadership through our military science program or Navy cadets. We're very proud of our Navy cadet leaders. We offer several languages: Spanish, French, Latin, and Chinese. 6th graders are expected to explore Chinese when they are accepted. Our Navy Sea Cadets is a national youth leadership development organization that promotes interest and skill in naval disciplines while instilling moral character and life skills through leadership and technical programs. In addition to our strong academic content areas of language arts, science, social studies, math, health and physical education, we have a strong visual arts and performing arts program. We offer chorus, band, and orchestra. We also offer technology courses that are innovative and allow for creativity. We love our career and technology department. Students are exposed to an international studies curriculum, which is integrated in the content lessons on a monthly basis. Because we are a project-based program, students are expected to complete a capstone project based on smaller quarterly projects from the country or region of their choice. Some of the regions studied in the past have been the United States, Canada, and Mexico, Southwest Asia, Central America, and the Caribbean, just to name a few. Our Media Center supports the students' research with rich resources and references. Some of our community partnerships include NATO and Norfolk Sister Cities. These partnerships truly broaden and enrich our curriculum and the global experiences for our ambassadors. Why would you want to apply to the Academy of International Studies? Our program is a small community of student leaders with an enrollment of a little over 300 students. Each grade level has about 100 students selected through the lottery process. Our students participate in sports. We're on the Lake Taylor school team. Our students get to play football, soccer, wrestle, run track, and more. Norfolk provides transportation to and from the program. We also have after-school clubs and activities, such as intramural sports, chess club, and Battle of the Books, which is a district competition if you love to read and compete. We also have a junior science club, Future Business Leaders of America, art club, and an interactive technology club, and so much more. With all the programs and opportunities we have at the Academy of International Studies, what makes it all come together is the strong teaching team and support staff and a very supportive PTSA to ensure you are successful. I can't say enough about the highly qualified teaching and support staff that provide academic, moral, and social-emotional support to our students. In addition, our office staff, our custodial staff, cafeteria staff, security staff, and PTSA all make up the qualified and caring adults that will provide a safe, caring, teaching and learning environment for you. We welcome your application and look forward to meeting each of you when the time is appropriate. In the meantime, please stay safe. Thank you so much for listening.
Welcome, Norfolk Public Schools families and prospective students. My name is Abby Watson, and I am the proud principal of Academy for Discovery at Lakewood. Lakewood houses the International Baccalaureate Middle Years program. With me today is Miss Judy Gullidge, our IB Middle Years Coordinator, as well as former Middle Years Program student Miles Miskell. Miss Gullidge?
Hi. As the IB Coordinator at Lakewood, one of the first things I realized is our IB program for the middle years is different from the diploma program at a high school. Our program is for all students. In fact, in the application process, there is no GPA cutoff for our school. So all students are eligible to apply and should. We do offer quite a few high school courses, but our biggest push is to make sure that our students are as well prepared for what comes after their 8th grade year and even after high school as we can possibly get them. Which is why I want Miles to explain how well he's been prepared after attending Lakewood.
When I left Lakewood, I was beyond prepared for high school, especially in the Granby IB program. Lakewood doesn't focus on multiple choice, but rather focuses on engaging students in a deep understanding and reasoning practices through writing activities and especially communication activities. They use project-based learning and approaches to learning to ensure the growth of students. I know that my communication skills, collaborative skills, and time management skills were significantly improved and prepared me for high school.
So how do we do that? Well, one thing that I want you to understand in having listened to Miles is that he was well prepared as a really high-performing student. But I used to teach at Granby High School, and I hear from the staff there often, what are you doing at Lakewood? And whatever it is, please continue. And we have returning students all the time that tell us how well prepared they were and how easy they were finding their first year of high school. Well, one of the ways that we do that is our students take 8 subjects. There's no double-blocked math and no double-blocked English. They get an experience in math, science, social studies, and English, plus a foreign language, PE, art, and a course called design. But in addition to that, something that Miles mentioned were the approaches to learning. We call them ATLs. And those are all of the underlying skills that you would want any learner to have. They are in 5 broad areas, one for communication, one for social skills like collaboration, one for self-management, which is where that planner comes in, one for research, and one for thinking skills. All 5 of them we teach students with intent within every unit that we teach in all 8 subjects. That helps to prepare them, especially that communication one, in writing and in discussion, and how they reason through everything that they do. Academics, of course, are important, but also all of the other experiences you have in middle school also are, and Miles is going to share those as well.
Lakewood offers a wide variety of clubs, sports, and community services. Clubs that I personally contributed to were the Future Problem Solving Club, which was started by Miss Gullidge. This club allowed me to develop and grow my critical thinking and futuristic thinking skills to an extent that we were able to compete at an international level 4 times. Another club that I did was the Forensics, which allowed me to improve my public speaking skills that have greatly benefited my high school experience and will undoubtedly benefit my future. I was also the captain of the soccer team for 2 years in a row. Sports are a fantastic way for students to get engaged within their school, to develop relationships with not only their peers, their classmates, but also their teachers. Lastly, the community project is a massive part of the Lakewood community. Every year, the 8th grade class teams up with their friends and peers to generate a community project. This project is essential to the growth and development of students as they are able to communicate with community leaders, community members, to develop a plan of action of what they're passionate about and how they can improve their community. A great example of this was Sam and Brody from my year developed a in-school recycling program that is still in effect today. The community project allows us to reflect on our community and understand the importance of community involvement.
Developing the skills in students to end their experience at Lakewood with a community project starts in 6th grade. First of all, it's not just about knowledge acquisition, it's about meaning making on the things that they learn in every single class, and then having the ability to transfer those things out into the rest of the world and out into their experiences from year to year. That is what IB refers to as action and service. In other words, learning something in a particular class, being inspired by that, questioning perhaps, and then wondering, how can I take action on that? For example, Miles mentioned future problem solving as a club. It is also a 6th grade course, and it teaches students how to problem solve in a 6-step process. Interestingly enough, 4 years ago, Miles and I in that club were playing a game called Pandemic. And the topic for future problem solving 6th graders was infectious diseases. And they learned to look at that problem, look at all the challenges that were involved in it, and then find solutions and develop an action plan. Those are the types of things that we're experiencing again and again at Lakewood. Our subjects are not isolated 8 subjects, they combine, sometimes with interdisciplinary work from subject to subject. For example, right now, sea level rise is being addressed in our future problem solving class for 6th graders and also in their science class. So we find those connections, and that makes a huge difference. The last selling point I'd like to make about Lakewood is something from my own experience in having been in education for a very long time, 35 years of which have been at Norfolk Public Schools. And all that time, this staff at Lakewood is by far the best staff of teachers and educators that I have ever worked with. I strongly suggest that you apply for Lakewood.
I want to say thank you to Ms. Skelledge and Miles for their insight and letting you know what the experience at Lakewood can be for you. We encourage everybody out there to apply to Lakewood as well. If you want more information, go to our NPS website where you can find additional information regarding the IB program and Lakewood in general. Thank you.
Greetings. Thank you for joining us. My name is Carla Stead. I'm Senior Coordinator of Gifted Education and Academic Rigor Services. I'd like to begin by asking those students a question. Are you especially curious and love to learn new things, but you like to learn at your own pace in your own way? I'd like to tell you about the Young Scholars. The Young Scholars is Norfolk Public Schools program for highly motivated students in middle grade identified as gifted. This school within a school is housed at the Academy of Rosemont Middle School with specially trained faculty who provide research-based instruction that is both challenging and unique. The Young Scholars Accelerated Curriculum is built around a number of established gifted education principles. This includes differentiation focused on higher-level thinking, enhanced content, and the development of independent, self-directed, autonomous learners. But what does that mean? Aligning ourselves with the words of Albert Einstein, the Young Scholars truly believes that education is not just about learning facts. It's about the training of the mind. And although there's certainly an emphasis on excellence in the program, it is not just about academics. It's also about character. A young scholar represents more than high academic ability. He or she is committed to the continuous intellectual and ethical improvement of self. This form of lifetime learning continues outside the classroom and is what remains, often when facts and figures sometimes don't stick. So what is an autonomous learner? George Bernard Shaw is quoted as saying, "What we want to see is the child in pursuit of knowledge and not the knowledge in pursuit of the child." This is about motivation and certainly applies to our gifted learners who sometimes love learning for its own sake and don't often listen to their teachers or parents. How many of us know that gifted child that can never seem to find their homework, but can turn around and reprogram your computer at a moment's notice? Or that other student that can't find their book report, but in the meantime is coordinating a multifaceted fundraising event? That's where the Autonomous Learner Program comes in. So the Autonomous Learner Module, or ALM, was developed by Dr. George Betts and Jolene Kircher to promote gifted students' growth towards independent, self-directed learning. ALM aims to help students develop the skills, ideas, and attitudes that coincide with the notion of lifetime learning, and is the cornerstone of the Young Scholars program design. Therefore, ALM is infused throughout the Young Scholars curriculum, and its 4 core teachers are especially trained in the principles of ALM. Young Scholar students will have these same teachers all 3 years and are cohorted in those core classes with their Young Scholar peers. Furthermore, incoming 6th grade Young Scholars will take a special ALM elective that will help teach them these principles of autonomous learning, as well as give them opportunities to apply these skills. For example, students further apply them in 6th and 7th grade during their Night of the Notables presentation. And this culminates in their 8th grade doing their passion project, which really showcases their research, communication skills, along with critical thinking combined with their personal interests. So this next slide gives you a snapshot of the Young Scholars curriculum your student can expect to see. They will start taking high school credit courses in 7th grade, and they include algebra, geometry, both earth and environmental science, along with a foreign language. How do I become a Young Scholar? Well, the first prerequisite to be a Young Scholar is you do need to be identified gifted officially, either as general intellectual aptitude or with a specific subject, math or English. Your application should include 2 letters of recommendation. You should have positive discipline and attendance records, as well as a well-written application essay. If you make it to phase 2 of the application process, you will be invited to interview, where you will present a project or product of your choosing, and you will also be asked to write another on-site application essay. Not all applicants will be invited to interview, and not all interviewers will be invited into the program. To learn more about the Young Scholars Program, please attend the Young Scholars Information Session on Monday, January 11th at 5:30 p.m., during which you will have the chance to meet the Young Scholars teachers and student ambassadors as we go more in depth about the program. So in closing, I'm going to talk to the students again who might be thinking about the Young Scholars Mind. And yes, it might sound interesting, but it also sounds like there might be more work and maybe more expectations. And I can certainly agree to that. Yes, there will be a little more rigor than possibly you're used to, but that's only because young scholars are up to the challenge. A young scholar has the fortitude to meet this challenge head on and possibly be energized by it. And I can also attest of the special bonds that you will make with your fellow classmates and your teachers as you find your people and have some fun along the way. Thank you again for your time and for listening about the Young Scholars Program. I hope to see you on January 11th, but in the meantime, feel free to contact myself, Carla Stead, at the Gifted Education Academic Rigor Services office. The information can be found on how to contact us on the Norfolk Public Schools website. Have a wonderful evening.
I hope you've enjoyed our virtual specialty program showcase this evening. We encourage all of our families and students to read through the brochure that we have mailed home to each family. Use it as a reference in deciding which program might be the best fit for you. The application, brochure, and a streaming link for this showcase, if you'd like to watch it again, will also be available on our NPS website beginning November 6th. On our homepage, simply click For Parents on the top menu bar and then click Specialty Programs. I would also encourage you to visit each school's homepage as you make your decision and to reach out to us with your questions. We're here to help our students and families choose the program that best fits their interests and needs as they prepare to begin their journeys in preparation for graduation and reaching their post-secondary goals.